chest of jewels, silver gleams, the stuff of pirates, wildest dreams, the glint of gold, the rusted locks of fortune buried deep in rocks. Gold, gold, gold must be funny in a pirate's world. It's sunny. Gold, 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 always shining underneath the sands aligning. I raid the ports, I take the loot, outrun the navy, I stay astute. No king or queen will take my share. Their gold's now mine, it's only fair. Rum in hand, the crew all cheers. We've plundered treasures through the years. From ruby rings to diamond crowns, our riches gleam while legends frown. Gold, gold, gold must be funny in a pirate's world. It's sunny. Gold, 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 always shining underneath the sands aligning. Oh, the cannon fires and the battle rages loud, but the dream of treasure keeps us chasing every cloud. Gold, gold,
Another beautiful, beautiful day. And another great song by Badger Sounds, too. Hello and good morning or evening, depending on where you are, to all of you. I am Captain Sly Silverhand, and I hope all of you are having an absolutely wonderful day and weekend. That song, I really got to me yesterday, and I really want to share it with all of you today. I'll post the information about it down below after our little adventure. Now, as for my morning going on today, I'd say it's been a pretty good one. Unfortunately, no weird or intensive dream to share about today. But still had a pretty good sleep. And the day went by pretty much without a hitch. Woke up, decided, today's a good day to really give my legs a good workout. And so, I decided to hit the gym today. And, well, let's just say I've beaten my records. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna regret it in the next couple of days. When I'm gonna be getting out of bed like a newborn deer. Still, felt pretty good. Also, my favorite streamer of all time had her debuted outfit today. And who the streamer? Well, Zentrea. Go give her a look. Her new outfit, absolutely metal. Let's see. What else happened today that was really good? Oh yeah. Got my package of Gamersup's ramen. Non-sponsored, but always looking for it. some spicy ramen. Also, managed to snag myself a new controller because my old one decided to crap out. So today I'm using my backup up until the new one. It's still in the box. I'm just glad I caught it before I started. Now, as for today, it's gonna be more adventures in the Skylands. And just a few quick topics for today. The schedule might get a slight change, considering other things have been coming up in the following weeks. So stay tuned for that. I'll be posting it on both Discord as well as X. Oh, hang on a second. I gotta take a sip. Decided to go with a nice little blend of coffee today too. There's a French coffee latte type mix that I cannot pronounce the name at all, but turned out to be pretty good. As for what's in it, I mean, practically just the coffee itself with a bit of honey. Nothing too extravagant. I think the craziest I'll probably go for a cup of coffee would be probably an Irish coffee. 3 shots of whiskey, some coffee, and if I'm feeling up for it, a little bit of whipped cream with some dark chocolate shavings on top. Which, funny enough, I remember I was taking my folks out for an anniversary one time. We were having brunch at this new Italian place that me and, well, a former lass that I used to have around went to on several occasions. And so, I thought, you know what? Let's just get brunch done, and then they could just have the rest of the day to themselves. Because everyone's busy. So, we managed to take a seat, order some food, and I was looking through their menu, going through the lattes, and I saw that they had an Irish coffee. Now, I've never really seen their breakfast menu, considering I always took my date there during the evening time. But I thought to myself, wouldn't that be something? Some waffles, maybe some eggs and bacon, and just a really strong coffee to go with it. And funny enough, they were pretty fancy about it too. Now, it wasn't the usual coffee cup that you would think. It came in this clear, almost tall, thin glass. Like, imagine, right? Imagine the opening of a shot glass. Now, imagine that shot glass just absolutely stretched to about, like, I want to say 6-7 inches tall. But yeah, it looked pretty fancy. Had all the amenities, coffee, they had a little bit of whipped cream and chocolate shavings on top. And I thought to myself, okay, it's not an overkill on the sweetness. So I'm taking a sip, right? And I had to give a big tip after that. Because the waitress that we had, she took one look at me when I ordered that. And I think she knew. She knew I was the type that needed a little bit of a extra kick in my drink. And boy, did that thing kick. Now granted, you usually don't want to mix, Oh, Boop Duyos, welcome aboard, welcome aboard. I am Captain Sly Silverhand, and I welcome you with open arms onto the Copper Tiger. Thank you for joining me today. I'm just talking about how wonderful Irish coffees are, and how one of my family members soon regretted trying it. Thank you for joining us today. So, where was I? Oh yes, so this Irish coffee is just immaculate. Just absolutely immaculate. And my mother, being curious as she is, decided to snag it while I was talking to all my other family members. Because she really liked how it looked. And what was hilarious? Oh, Boop Dino. Welcome aboard the Copper Tiger. I am Captain Sly Silverhand. Thank you for joining us. Currently just talking about a certain Irish coffee incident that happened a while back. Still, welcome aboard. Make yourselves comfortable. So yes. Breakfast, anniversary with my folks. I ordered an Irish coffee. Really strong. Really enjoyable. And, okay, now here's where it gets funny. So, like I said, my mother decided to snatch that when I wasn't looking. And I noticed that. And I take one look, and she goes, "It looks so good, I'm gonna try it." Not, can I try it? No. She is just going to try it. So, two thoughts race through my mind. Number one, she is not good with heavy alcohol. Beer, wine, sure. But liquor? Yeah, she's not the biggest fan. So like I said, two choices popped into my head. A, I should stop her before she regrets her life decisions. Or B, let it play out even though it's their anniversary and see what happens. Well, I'm happy to say I think I chose the right one. So I picked the latter. I waited. And let me tell you something. She didn't take a sip. No. Because she's big into coffees and teas, right? She didn't take a sip. This was an entire gulp. An entire gulp of this. I mean, I'm proud of her, but the look that came afterwards was astounding. That drink hit her like a freight train. She took one look at me and goes, "Why is there booze? There's booze in here! Why is there booze? Oh my god, it burns!" Now, this is where the part where I would be explaining why there's booze, but I was unable to breathe on the count I was laughing so damn hard. Thankfully, my father decided to just explain it in as simple as he could. Why do you think they call it an Irish coffee? And she just thought it was, a theme or a flavor. I mean, it is a flavor, but it's an acquired taste of a flavor. And, yeah, so that was pretty much a great memory for both myself as well as my dad for one of their anniversaries. But ever since then, anytime we have a family outing, whether it be brunch, dinner, and I have a coffee, like not even just, the tall one or with whipped cream or anything else like that, just a blatant coffee. If she did not serve it to me, she did not trust it. especially at the restaurant, she kept her distance. Because she... that incident just... Oh, man. It was just too great. But then after that, you know, I said our farewells. They went on about their day. And I wanted to go ahead and go back to the ship to hang out with a bunch of crewmates. But yes, I enjoy coffee with certain tastes, but not too overabundantly sweet. I mean, this is the best way I could describe it in terms of, for example, Starbucks. I will not do that coffee. Black Rifle, yes. But Starbucks, that is usually 80% sugar, 10% water, and the other 10% maybe coffee. But some of their stuff is just, it is too much, mate. It's bad enough you have all the caramel and chocolate mixed in there on top of it all, and then just the big, just dome of whipped cream up on top. No thanks. If that's your jam, more power to you. But it ain't the coffee that's waking you up, I'm gonna tell you that. It's the sugar. And for me, I prefer coffee. The actual taste of coffee. But yeah. As for... I wouldn't necessarily say I have anything too specific that I drink. Sometimes I'll have instant coffee. Sometimes I will brew Black Rifle coffee. Really just depends on my mood and or if I'm running late. Hot during the evening times, but cold especially in the mornings. Considering how the weather has not let up in terms of the heat, been sticking with cold coffees. Gotta love that nice, just little refreshing taste in the morning. Kicks me into high gear. But yeah, all around a pretty good morning. Had a good workout, had a good amount of time to eat, and saw my Oshi with a new outfit, so... pretty smooth morning. As for tomorrow, unfortunately your captain will have to be elsewhere. Got a crewmate who needs some demolition work done. And gets me to get out of the ship for a bit. So, that should be fun. Little physical therapy. Cleanse some of that internal turmoil and anger that I've been bottling up for a bit. But, other than that, yeah, schedule change might happen next week. And let me see, what else is there? Anything on the list? Alright, yeah, I already mentioned about the Halloween stuff. I already got practically a good page and a half of stories I'm going to be sharing. So get excited for that. Also, if any of you have any recommendations about what kind of stories you would like to hear, or games you'd like to play, I'm all ears. Your captain is always looking for a good fright. Now let's see here. Yep. Yep, no, that should be everything. At least that I would wanted to announce. Other than that, another goal, at least in terms of the end of the year, is to get some 3D done. But that's still in the works. So can't promise anything as of yet. But it's in the talks. Just have to finesse a little bit and do a little convincing here and there. other than that, I say let's get started in our little adventure today. Should be pretty interesting. Last we left off on our adventure, we managed to save Peter from the Sky Pirates. But now we gotta really put the fathership back together. It's looking better, but it could use some work. Now, if you'll excuse me, real quick. Oop. Ah, there we go. Apologies, OBS can be a bit finicky at times. But I'm slowly getting it to work. Learning more and more each day. As for everyone joining in, we are playing Black Skylands. It's a pixelated top-down shooter filled with pirates, airships, and combat. So, this is pretty much right up my alley. And I have been wanting to play this for a very long time. And if you like what you see, go ahead and check it out. Now, let's begin our adventure, shall we? Apologies for the flashbang. And here we are. Let's see. Let's take a look. Oh yes, we have to return to Morgan. We gotta let them know that their daughter is alright. But yeah, absolutely adore this game. Granted, we still got a long way to go before we can even start picking fights with some of the bigger leagued ships around here. But, all in all, still a pretty good time. Oop, shiny. I may get distracted a lot, but I can't help it. I'm a pirate after all. Also, if you happen to notice anything, crew, let me know. I want us to have as much booty as we can. Yes, shiny. Oop. Yeah, you see that? On the top left of the map? Yeah, we're trying to avoid those. Ooh, it is right there. Let's take a little detour. Anything going on? No shinies. And sadly, no fish either. Yes, believe it or not, you can actually fish. Fly fish. If we want to be specific. I wish I was kidding. Yep. There's fishing. Ooh, now this one's on his own. What do you say we take what we can from them? A little bit of damage, but nothing too bad. Nothing we can't fix. And perfect parking job, if I do say so myself. Last couple of times I have scuffed it a little bit, but now I'm getting better. Ava, did you find her? What has happened to my daughter? Sorry, Morgan, but Iris won't be coming back. But how can that be? This is her home, her family. Iris has grown up. She wants to figure herself out. Pardon me. And stand on her own 2 feet. Otherwise, she wouldn't have run off with the Falcons. But don't worry, she didn't harm anyone. Luckily, because we stopped her. And she's parted ways with them now. Indeed. I'm such an old fool. I put too much pressure on her. After my wife died, it was like time stopped for me. I didn't even notice how Iris has grown up. Sooner or later, she'll come home. But for now, she needs some time. That's a familiar... Oh, you are just loving that alert, aren't you? Oi. That's a familiar sound. Damn. It's the Falcons. Morgan, hide. Ooh. Time to get serious. Bunch of troublemakers aboard this ship. Very appropriate. Much appreciated there. Ooh. Guess we're not done here. Good. And I thought we would be. Oh, that is not the last of them. Ooh, we might be in a bit of danger. Oof. This one's not landing off the hook that easily. Gotcha. Everything was well under control. We almost died, but I mean, hey. Still under control. I'm alive. It's a shame Iris isn't here, but I'll be waiting. The door of our home will always be open for her. I'm sure she'll become a fine young woman and a brilliant builder. My daughter has always been talented, and I, foolishly, thought her hobby was a childish whim. I mean, building ships, I wouldn't necessarily call it a childish whim. Well, since you asked so nicely, I guess I will. There. I am hydrated. I need to think about all this, but in any case, thank you for your help, Ava. Ooh, shiny. I'll take that back. Oh yes, as you can also see, this little feller here is our moth. This guy is great for messaging, as well as picking up cargo. And picking us up to get back to our ship. And the biggest thing about it is that this game has convinced me that I want one. And I will find one. I will acquire one. At some point. Well, now that we got that taken care of, let's head back here real quick and have a look what they got for us. Ooh. New necklace. Let's take a look-see here. Increase the falcon damage. Da-da-da. Okay, increase Luma's maximum energy. Moths adore this trinket. You know what? Why not? Why not? As for our ship, though, I think it's time we gave it a bit of a boost. Starting off with this. And let's upgrade our guns a little bit. Bit of a ways to go, but we're making progress. Alright. Now, what do you have for us? Are there any news from the capital? Oh yeah. And this here is Peter, our passionate assistant. And by passionate, I mean he did not want to listen to us at all. And we had to go save him. But ever since then, he's been a little bit more understanding. Also, he didn't really help out too much in a boss fight, but we're just gonna gloss over that. So, Peter. No, they have obviously intercepted the message. Kane's Houndser destroys everyone who could go and call for help. We need to get in touch. Oop, misclicked on that one. We will need something more than a couple of turrets and enthusiasm to deal with Kane. And we can't touch the fathership. Damn. I agree. We need more guns. Like, a lot of guns. Like, this whole thing should be a flying fortress by the time we're done. Once upon a time, they used two big ships called the Stone Eater and the Sawduster to transport ore and wood here in Aspia. We could use them to attack Kane's fort, but I don't know where these ships are now. Possibly circling around? Oh hey, we got a message. What happened? You just went pale. The Falcons attacked Moth Nest. I need to get there as soon as I can. Oh boy. But we're not done talking about the ships. Buddy, sense of urgency would be nice. My grandfather's life is more important. Hang on, this message came from the mayor of the island, Oswald Mills. He's your grandfather? I told you I was born in Aspia. He took care of me while my father was off on his expeditions. If the Falcons did something to him, then we absolutely showed them no mercy and we wiped them all out. Simple as that. I didn't know you were capable of fear. Buddy, we are literally high up in the sky. I'm pretty sure everyone's got a bit of fear, just from knowing that they could fall at any moment. You didn't even break a sweat when you wiped the deck of the fathership with Kane's henchmen. If only. I shudder to think about my grandfather finding out about my position. He'd either slap me or hug me. Possibly both. He still thinks the Cabbage Patch is the best place for me. The safest. Oh, that's parents for you. It's better to keep you away from the patches. They'll be in better shape that way. Alright, don't get all smug with me. By the way, Shanty lives in Moth Nest too. She might know where the Stone Eater and Sawduster are. Okay, the Stone Eater sounds pretty badass. The Sawduster... it's an alright name. I'll try and find her when I'm done with the Falcons. We're long overdue for a chat. This ought to be fun. Alright, let's take a look at our ammo real quick. We are good to go. Now let's take a look at our ship. Could use a bit of fuel. Let's fill her up. There we are. Now, let's see. Where does my compass point? Oh, I'm going to the moth nest. And we could even take a little detour on the way. How about that? Ah, no fast travel point yet. Nailed it. Alright. Let's go for... Since we got a big ship right here, let's go for this far island. We'll try to avoid conflict as much as we can. Unless, of course, you like this ship that's in the middle of nowhere. Then I can't help myself. Reload does take some time. And down he goes. But now we gotta make ourselves scarce. This seems like a good enough spot as any. Down you go. Alright. Just gotta repair a few holes. But yeah, those big ships, they're nasty. Very, very nasty. But luckily, they're not as fast as we are. So, we're gonna keep using that to our advantage. Oh! Remember how I said you could fish in this game? Well, here we are. And the funny thing is, we're not just going for fish. We're also gonna get some ammo out of this. Give me that. So fish and ammo. Funny little thing I've also learned yesterday, you could just simply push these things out of the way. Take a wee bit of damage, but nothing too bad. Shooting is also an option. Ooh. Got some more shinies over here. And some mines. Good thing it's just the 1, 2 little mines. Ooh, even more fish. Well, this saves me a trip to the store now, doesn't it? Alright. Let's grab ourselves some chow, shall we? Up, up. And give. Alright. Ooh, we got plenty of rockets now. 117? feeling confident, but let's wait until... close one. Let's see if I could shoot these out of the way. There we are. Was that overkill? Maybe. But was it fun? Absolutely. Alright, let's see what they got here. Oh, some more ores for us to harvest. Ooh, here we go. Got ourselves a battery. And it looks like... Yep. Gotcha. Oh, and he got me. Come on. Gotcha. I'm just gonna yoink that real quick. Hope you don't mind. Now, as much of a airship captain that I am, seeing something like this from such an unbelievable height, it does make me sweat a little bit. I've gone... Let's see here. I've gone skydiving, I think, one time in my life. And... you know, roller coasters are one thing, but free fall... yeah, that's a whole nother animal. At least for roller coasters, I know it'll stop pretty quickly. Maybe after 5 minutes. But you're almost never, ever ready for skydiving. My experience? Man, let me tell you. You think it's all well and good. You get on board the plane. Oop. They noticed me. You get aboard the plane, you think everything's gonna be a-okay, you got this. Up until you start realizing just how high you really are up there. And then next thing you know, that door opens. And... yeah. My head went a bit blank when that happened, because... I did not know what I wanted to do. Luckily, my instructor thought for me. And with just one quick jump... ooh. You seem pretty tanky. Ooh, with one swift jump? Oh yeah, we were out of that plane. I'll say this much, I did not scream. But it took me quite a bit to really appreciate what I was seeing. The fear is there initially, but when you start that slow descent downwards, it's actually quite the thrill, I have to say. And it helped me get over a certain fear of heights. At least for me. First started off with coasters, but yeah, skydiving? Nah, that'll get you over your fear real quick. Or if you thought that nothing could possibly go wrong, we'll give you a new fear. But yeah, for me, even still to this day, I still get a bit anxious high up. But I've learned only one thing. If you did it before, you can do it again. And especially when you're with others for the first time, make sure they don't see you sweat either. Otherwise they get concerned. Loot, loot. Loot for me, loot for you, loot for everyone. Probably will have to expand the cargo hold a little bit. So we're finding a lot more loot, and we're gonna need a lot more loot. Ooh, even more treasure. Let's see what we got. More gold and more lore. How about that? Let's see here. 20 March, 281 years after the split. I can't believe that Patrick was the traitor among us. So he was the one that we should have ejected. I knew it. That idiot sold us out for a pardon and a handful of coins. Really? Just a handful? This guy's not exactly very bright, is he? He wanted to live peacefully in Moth Nest, even found himself a house. Hector set him on fire along with the house. Appropriate, especially for a traitor. I mean, it's cool. You guys could just stand there. Never get me. Let's see. More lore. Lieutenant crashes accounts. Sold in Nordville. 4 containers of Swarmlit. 3 casks of the Kiss of the Night. Ooh. Wine from the Hungry Gardens. 2 refugees. Purchased with money received. 1 lot of boots. Footnote. And they call us pirates. Yeah. Yeah, no. I can see where you're coming from with that. Alright. Let's see. What are we missing here? Here we are. What do you think, crew? Should we take him out from long range, or sneak up behind him and make this real personal? What do you think? You know what? Let's make it personal. Never suspected a thing. And, ooh. Some berries for our efforts. Back to the ship. Oop. Almost fell off. Almost. Let's take you out. I don't want anything blowing holes in my ship. That's a quick reload there. Alright, onward. Let's see. Oh! Looks like we've got some resources and a puzzle up ahead. This should be exciting. Where to dock is the question. Up here would probably be a safe bet. They still haven't noticed us. Let's keep it that way. Oh, so much for that. I still go by the rule of, if everyone is dead, it's still considered a stealth mission.
Vamos lá, Lord.
Not exactly according to plan, but it works. And I don't need any of you bothering me. Let's change it up a bit, shall we? There we go. Oh yeah, this gun right here was given to me by a gunsmith that we rescued yesterday. Funny enough, yes, it's as janky as it looks, and it tends to curve to the left when you fire. Oh, and did I mention that he's blind? Yeah. A blind gunsmith, go figure. I'm just surprised this rifle didn't explode on me after the first trigger pull. But as much damage as it does give off, it's a bit of a pain to aim it. But hopefully he'll probably give us some brand new toys we can play with. One moment. I need to hydrate here real quick. That hit the spot. Some more ores, which I cannot wait to start processing. But that is going to be for later, once we start upgrading the fathership a little bit more. It's nighttime. Mine. Nailed it, first try. Oh boy. Hey, bud. How'd that work out for you? Oh yeah, that's right. I get to dump my mags and they explode. I keep forgetting I have that ability. This gun almost reminds me of the TDR guns from Borderlands, where when you reload, they just go ahead and explode on you. Very nice. I don't need a shotgun for you. So glad the scientist gave me this. Works well in the pinch. Ooh, fuel? Listen here, bud. I'm the one that does the sniping here. You deserve that. Canister is needed for this? Well, let's head back. We're experiencing some technical difficulties. Not to worry, everything's under control. No need to panic. Everything was under control. I swear I did not misclick. I did not misclick whatsoever. Let's get you out of the way first. Much better. Ah, right. Need a canister. Alright. Canister is full. Oh, okay. So I thought I had to fuel it up. Let's see. No, both canisters are full. Time to smash some things up. Ooh. X marks the spot, baby. You know what that means. Gold, gold, and more lore. Alright, 15 September. Of the Skywolves who fled Turtle Town with Hector, I am the only one remaining. And the new crew is only concerned about gold. I mean, it is a priority for pirates. The captain has changed, too. He has become suspicious and keeps his pistolin on his person at all times. I mean, it is smart. You have to worry about all the new recruits not being any mutineers. So, this guy's smart. I find it harder and harder to be around him. Well, I mean, unless you're planning on something unsavory, I wouldn't worry too much about that. Oh, nice. Oh, shit. Whew. Lucky that. Also, let's get ourselves a quick buff. Any guns I should worry about? Yep, there's one. Too bad I can't ransack anything that's on these ships. But who knows? If they come out with a second game, I'm all for it. Because, I'll be honest, there haven't been any real good, just sailing games, you know? Not counting Skull and Bones or anything else like that either. Just some good old, just pirate or even just airship type games. I feel like it's something that definitely needs to have a much bigger market. But that's just me personally. Because other than this game, I think the last good pirate game that I've played we would probably have to be Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Now that was a game. Less about being an assassin, more about being a pirate, but I loved every moment of it. Especially the naval combat. They really outdid themselves after the third game. But 4? I mean, they could have just been straight up pirates. And not even assassins. And it would have been such a fun time. But who knows? Maybe more games like this, or just pirate games in general, might just pop up. Hey, a captain can dream, can't he? Come here, you. Now, let's take a look at our surroundings. Okay, we cleared up most of the north, and now we got the rest of the south to clean up before this entire place becomes liberated. But yeah, no. Going back to Assassin's Creed 4, I loved playing as Edward Kenway. The whole duality between being a pirate and being an assassin, it just fits perfectly, considering they play by their own rules, both parties. It's just that he understood that even though being an assassin is one thing, you need that pay if you want to keep doing what you're doing. So I kind of like that little conflict between two parties who are free to think and come up with their own rules. I see some of them have been blurred out. Got it. But I do like how those two... Alright, first of all, rude. I'm trying to tell a story here, and here you are putting shots into my ass. Have some tact, man. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, I loved how those two are so similar yet so different in so many ways. Oh hi. Didn't see you mates there. Do me a favor and just... Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, I did like how those two worlds collided a lot more. Because there was just so much... For the assassins, you know, you make your own rules, but you still have to stick to a code. Where pirates, we make the code up as we go along. But even then, it still was something very intriguing about both groups having this free of thought, while also at the same time having such different values as well. Step into the fire. I dare you. Okay, that should be all of them. But yeah, I really enjoyed that Assassin's game. It was so much fun. The exploration of the Caribbean, going from place to place, even taking out the fortresses. Those were just, those were so good. Oh, and even the best part, right? It wasn't even the assassinations that I enjoyed. Can you tell what it was? The ghost ships. Now granted, I would have loved if they made the ships a bit more creepier. I'm talking like full Davy Jones type of creepy. How they did it back in the Pirates movies. But, either way... Ooh, we are also out of rounds. We are going to need to mitigate that. Time to switch over to an SMG for now. But yeah, I would have liked if their pirate ships were a bit more on the creepy side. And the crew was actually made up of a little bit more of like creepier skeletons. That would have been interesting. And if you got all of them done, right? Here's where I think like it would have been really good. If you got all of them done, and you got like an undead Kenway assassin's outfit. I would guarantee you that would have been just the most perfect looking outfit. Sneaky. They put a cannon right there. Sneaky, but not as sneaky as I am. But yeah, I would have loved seeing that. I would have loved seeing something like that. But yeah, you don't get to see a whole lot of good pirate games. Even something I would absolutely love to see would be like a steampunk, either third or first person pirate game. Think of something like, maybe even like a cooperative one. That would be pretty interesting. Just a cooperative steampunk pirate game. Because the creativity that would go into that, and just the overall just fun would, I think, would really bring something to the market. Can't help it, I'm a sucker for gears, gadgets, and all kinds of things. But yeah, even something like this is quite fun on its own terms, because I really, really enjoy what this game has to offer. Is someone still alive? That's not right now, is it? They're here, but they're not here. Let's see if this will fix it. Nope. Well, this is quite strange now, isn't it? Let's take a look-see here. Well, they say the enemy is right here, but I'm not seeing anything, crew. It's either bugged, or it just does not want to give it to me. Well, let's just see what the rest of the place has. Going on up here, nothing. The exploration like this, and considering from what the story's been telling us so far, I'm really excited to see some new biomes that we're going to be visiting. Something about dangerous desert lands, and I do hope that they have one that's just anything that has to do with winter. I'm a sucker for that. Give me a winter map. Oh man, I absolutely love the atmosphere for those. Not sure I'll be able to make that. It's quite the gamble. Never mind. We made it. This grapple hook is something else, let me tell you. Anyway, back. Ugh. First time I did that, I definitely tensed up a bit. Luckily, at least in this game, it's not an instant death. Otherwise, I'll be getting the same thing that I'll be getting from every FromSoft game. Most times killed, not even by the enemy, by gravity. But you gotta love it. Ooh, actually, since they have... idea. Nope, still nothing. Shame. I actually really want to liberate this place, but might have to come back to it later. Real shame of that. Now, let's take a look-see. Alright, guns are ready. To the moth nest. Ooh, these look peculiar. Hopefully we don't have flying spiders. I mean, spiders themselves, they don't really bother me. But a flying spider? No, that's just something straight out of a Lovecraftian horror. Especially for those that are scared of them. That's just pure nightmare fuel. But then again, I've seen some pretty bad nightmare fuel. Especially on the last Elden Ring DLC. Might have to break away from this real quick. Our ship is in dire need of some repairs before we could keep going. all better. Oh, would you look at that? Those are actually harboring some coins for us. Alright, get this one little hole taken care of. Alright, we're good to go. Now, let's go for round 2. Ooh, look at that. Got them out of the way. These jetpack guys are really starting to get on my nerves, though. Real close one there. That would have ended poorly for us, eh? Alright. Now, do a bit of repair here. Oop, not that, not that. Repair there. Probably gonna need some more repair tools after this. How are we doing in terms of fuel? Ooh. Not too good, by the looks of it. Let's fix that, shall we? But yeah, no. Pirate games. We definitely need more of them. We gotta really represent our own. But we can't do that with such a small pool. We need to expand. Not like that. By expanding, I meant marketing. Oh, you... I gotta watch out for all of you. Especially you in particular. But yes, expanding marketing. Marketing. For these kinds of games. You know what? Sure, why not expand marketing on every platform out there? Because you gotta find entertainment somewhere, right? Jeez. Alright, let's see. You can quickly navigate between fueling stations. Oh, good to know. We're gonna need some fuel and definitely some repairs. It'd be a niche market. It is still a pretty niche market. But I feel like it does bring out at least a little bit of variety compared to most things that have been coming out on the market. Because, you know, you have your hero shooters, and you have a whole bunch of other ones. Just helping expand the market a little bit more. Especially for the consoles. Will give much needed variety. Alright, we need... yeah. We definitely need a good amount. Which is why I've always been so happy about being on PC. So you're always gonna find interesting little outliers like this. And indies that just help scratch that certain itch that you've been looking for. right. Well, there's the lighthouse. Probably give me a good idea. Oh boy. Battle station's crew. They want to pick a fight. Let's help them regret it. Alright, where are you? Oh, you're not running away from us. Don't start what you can't finish. Just gonna plug up another hole here. Now, to the lighthouse, because we need to see what we're working with here. Oh, right there. Alright, plan of attack. Got it. Hope you're all liking this so far. I'm having a good time with this game. Because I'm going to share a lot more of these later on in the future. I just love the charm that pixel games have. Ooh, we're full. That's not good. Time to go drop some things off back on the father ship. There we are. A little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. And let's open up some goodies while we're here. We've been working hard. Ooh. Now we're talking. That rifle's coming together quite nicely. Alright. Ooh. Another mod. Let's see what we get. Bell Melody. Alright. I'll bite. What does this one do? Let's see. Deals additional damage to enemies that have more than half HP. I'll gladly take that. That's gonna come in real handy for the road ahead for us. And a rifle sight. Okay. Let's see. Fire wrench. No, I'm gonna keep this one. We got a much better one. Now, do we have enough for this building? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Come on. Yeah, I love our character. We can do it all. Alright. Let's process some ores. So, quick question. Are you a romanceable character? Well, I am on the market, but between the crew and myself, I like to keep things professional. If that's what you're talking about. I like to keep things professional. Process. Ooh. Here we go. But as in terms of romance aboard the ship, absolutely not. When we make dock, however, to any sort of port. Feel free to mingle and flirt with whoever you choose. As for me, I shall be doing the same. Now, let's see here. Let's upgrade a few of these. Let's go for... how much we got? Ooh, we got a good amount. Let's see. How about our other rifle? How's that one looking? That one's got 2 already, so... and the shotgun has 2 as well. There we go. Nice. So, as for the components... yeah, durability is going to be a plenty. Cargo hold needs an expansion as well. And that's about all we can do for the time being. Yep, nothing we can really do. Slowly but surely it's coming together. You have a quest for us? Dawson. Ooh! You seem like a very interesting character. You're the new marshal, right? I'm Dawson, the navigator of the fathership, as well as the mechanic, carpenter, powder monkey, and farmer in one. Hey, you're just like us. We can do it all. By the way, really like the hat. Farmer? There were a couple of farms here before the Falcons bombed everything. At least some good came from these thugs. I don't have to do any weeding anymore. Fair, but also food. I don't like scrapping around the soil either, but I've never seen you here before. The fathership is as old as the hills, so I have to sit around in the engine room to watch out for breakdowns, and even slept through that fight with the Falcons there. I've had a similar experience that one time during training. I was thinking, we're completely exposed in this quadrant of the sky, and the pirates don't even have to aim. If we were to try to fly away, it will provoke Kane to attack again. Nah, it's not like we're going towards Uznia. We'll be going in the opposite direction. Farther from their fort, the better. True. Especially if we could hide this place somewhere among the clouds, or at least other floating pieces of land. That'd be great. There's a good place for the fathership nearby, but it's been occupied by a huge Falcon ship. Oh. And the one you're talking about... oh! That's one. Well... whew. As much as I do like to just go in guns blazing, we're gonna need a tiny bit more resources if we're even gonna stand a chance against a flying fortress with our ship. So, we're gonna go ahead and put a pin in that mission. Let's see here. Can I upgrade this? Redwood and granite. Well, we haven't discovered that yet, so... no dice on that one. Give me a moment. I shall be right back. I need to go take care of something real quick. Apologies. Had to go and grab myself some more hydration. Oh, and for everyone here that's listening in, a little bit of ASMR for you. Oh, that's the good stuff. And if you're curious of what I'm drinking, it is a clear protein dragon fruit flavored beverage. Really been liking this stuff as of recent. Decided to change it up from the usual chocolate and coffee flavor that I have. So, it gives me a little bit more variety. Now, let's see here. Let's do... Actually, let's first fast travel here and see if that glitched enemy got fixed. I think it should be somewhere still in this area. And with any luck, possibly... Yes, I know. There he is. He was just being a little shy at the beginning. And liberated. Let's go. Fireworks. Another piece of land belongs to us. We're expanding, crew. We're expanding. Now let's see here. We're still good on health. Now that we finally got that little glitch out of the way. Replenish some of our ammo. Oh, we have a cargo hold right here. Good to know. Let's see. Let's buy a few more of these, yeah? Can never have too many repair kits, now can we? Let's actually turn this around. That's not looking too good. Okay, that one seems to be... Let's see. Alright, well, let's start off here and... Ooh. That guy is not looking too good. Oof. What happened? There's more dead pirates here than ordinary citizens. And pistols don't usually blow people into bits. I can't get into town while this is blocking my way. Maybe the moths can clean it up. But first I have to find them. Well. Oh! These are new. Less questions, more blood. if pirates weren't bad enough, eh? Now we gotta worry about these things. Well, it's definitely giving us some variety of something to shoot at. I'll say that much. Can I even get in here? Doesn't look like it. Shame. Real shame. Well, there should be an opening somewhere up there. So let's find our way in. They definitely do like the moths around here. Ooh, and I spy with my little eye some treasure. Oh, these things stink. Oh, horrid. Absolutely horrid. And also, fish! I know we have to be on this important mission, but come on, fishing. Can't go plundering and saving lives on an empty stomach. There we go. A little something for us, and a little something for the fathership. I haven't actually gone fishing in a very, very long time. Because I gotta tell you, I was never really a big fan of it. Now, I'm not necessarily saying it's bad, just couldn't really get it around to ever catching anything. Well, hang on, let me just read this. 24 December, 281. Yesterday, Hector ordered me to secretly take a launch craft and fly away with our stolen gold. He seems certain there is a mutiny brewing among the crew. Oof, that's never good. I begged him to flee with me, but he declined, even threatening to shoot me if I continued to be stubborn. Well, yeah, when negotiations fail. I feared that whatever he has planned will be pure folly. Or it might work out, you never know. But what was I doing? Oh yes, fishing. So, I was never big into it, mostly just due to the fact of how long it would usually take and everything else in between. And sometimes just the silence got to me. But this was all back when I was just a wee lad. But I'll say this much. There is one time I actually did manage to catch something. And after that, well, my buddies did not want to take me fishing for a very long time. And what I caught would probably surprise you. So, this happened... This happened when I was back on a lake. I think I was visiting Wisconsin during the time. I think it was back at the place called Devil's Lake. I know, right? Such a interesting name for a lake. Anyways, back to the story. So we're out there. This is, I think, day 2 of us fishing. Didn't really catch too much on the first one, but we were feeling lucky. You know, we changed the... I need to take a sip. We need to change, you know, the time as well as the location. And we decided, okay, maybe this time. And at first, you know, first hour goes by, second hour goes by. They start catching a few. Really, really small fish. Nothing too big of game. But they were still catching something. Me? Well, I'm struggling. And it's getting to the point of where I'm just saying that, you know what, maybe this just isn't for me. Then out of nowhere, I get this huge tug on my pole. And I thought to myself, this is it. You know, this is where I get my big chance, my big catch, right? And with all my strength, I yanked my rod, and it just pulled all the way up. And what came next was this very long shadow, right? This big shadow. And it wasn't until I actually plopped into the boat that I realized this isn't a fish. Not even close. What I caught was a huge brown water snake. And this thing was pissed. This thing was real pissed. And my buddies, well, they were in a bit of a panic. And we did everything in our power to make sure that we got that thing out of the boat and back into the water. Now granted, thankfully, no one got bit, and the snake that was there was not poisonous. However, after that little incident, they decided that it's best I stick to the land and they go out fishing. I mean, you can't exactly blame me. I did catch something. Just, not a fish. So, ever since then, was never taken to go fishing after that. Which, perfectly understandable. But, I mean, hey. It was still an experience nonetheless. As for that lake, I still enjoyed my time over there. Hiking, swimming. There was actually, now that I think about it, there was actually another incident with another snake involved. I know, right? For some reason, snakes just love me for some odd reason. So, I was diving down deep, collecting a few things in the lake. And this is a pretty public area. You know, pretty open area. Everyone is bathing or just hanging out. But then I noticed something. I noticed that everyone started to just climb out of the water. I mean, my first initial thought was I looked up into the sky, because, you know, you wonder if it's gonna start raining or not. Clear as can be. And I'm thinking to myself, well, that's a little odd. Why is everyone running out in such a panic to get out of the water? The next thing I know, everyone is, you know, motioning towards me to get out of the water, get out of the water. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, guess I'll get out of the water. But something caught my eye. Something that was moving in the water. It was moving fast. Now, this wasn't the same snake that I caught before, but it was still relatively big in size. And what happened next put my family members as well as everyone that was at the beach into a panic. This snake started circling, right? Just circling me. And I was still pretty young at the time, but even then I thought to myself, well, panicking isn't going to help. And if I start swimming rapidly, maybe it might bite me. And I had no idea if it was going to be poisonous or not. So here I am, being circled by this thing. I think it probably thought of itself to be a shark or something, but either way. Nope, did not make it. Ugh. A little too far away for that. Time to go back to the ship. But, anyway. So, this snake is circling me. And at this point in time, I'm just thinking, okay, you know, if it's going to bite me, it might as well just get it done and over with and be on its merry way. Luckily enough, though, after it got done circling me, I think it was just trying to mess with me the entire time. But after it got done circling me, it just, strangely enough, went about its way. So, I guess what they always say about animals is usually true. If you don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. But I think this one just wanted to mess with me just for the sheer sport of it all. Screw that guy in particular. But anyway. So, after our little standoff in the water that we had, I managed to make myself to shore. Obviously, my family members are both concerned as well as yelling at me, but I think I handled it pretty well for the most part anyway. But yeah, it was that was quite the experience in itself. Stop trying to blow holes in my ship, dickheads. You're lucky I'm doing this on controller, not mouse and keyboard. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. So, I came out of there, you know, after a very long talking to. You know, I made it out okay. So, didn't have to worry about anything after that. But, I was very, very cautious about going into the lake with that little experience. Because I honestly didn't think it would get that close to me. I really didn't. Lo and behold, here it was. Y'all starting to look a little too much like terminids I hunt in Helldivers. It might trigger something in me. But anyway. You all just gotta stop spawning, you know that? Luckily I can just pause. Y'all done now? Or shall we keep this going? I think they're done. But yeah, both times, whether it be fishing or just swimming, for some reason I attracted a good amount of snakes. Luckily without incident though. Alright, what we got here? 11th of March, 282 years after the split. Hector is dead. I'm not surprised if he himself was the one who betrayed our hideout to the Uznians. All the Sky Wolves are dead. Even I have been counted among those killed. And dead men have no use for gold. So I buried it in various locations around Aspia, and laid out our banner to rest along with it. Interesting. I mean, yeah, some pretty close calls with some snakes in the past, but aside from that, not really too much on the ground. Always in the water for some strange reason. But I do at least recommend checking that place out, especially if you really want to get away from it all, unplug, and just relax. The setting is really nice over there. Been there several times throughout my youth. So, highly recommend it. The resort, however, over there has changed in the past. Regrettably, because the owner, he used to own a cabin resort right by that lake, right? But considering how old he was, I mean, he retired and then sold it off, which is understandable. However, the new owner just decided to turn that place into a campground. That place was beautiful. Had some old but very classy looking cabins. Also had an entire park just for children. A ping pong table. The man even had his own great collection of old Marvel comics. And, to top it all off, he even sometimes would adopt small kittens, right? Just for some of the people who would be staying there to have something for both them as well as their kids to play with other than the park. It was a comfy place. Nice little getaway from all the noise out there. But I don't know what the new owner was thinking. But yeah, nah, nostalgia's just hitting me now. But that place was something else entirely. Even my late grandfather, he even wrote an article about how much he enjoyed that place. Wonder if it's even still there or probably just got relocated. But yeah, that place was something else entirely. And really wish the new owner would have at least spruced it up the cabins a little bit. But, I mean, hey, once you buy it, you do what you want with it, right? Ooh, can't go that way. Actually, is there an opening? Ah, right, I need dynamite for that. Well, we're gonna have to come back to that a little bit later. But yeah, it was a real nice place. I've been to a good amount of places throughout the States, but that place, just the simplicity of it all, was something that I really, really needed. I wonder if any of you have anything like that. A place to usually go to get away from it all. It doesn't even have to be out of state or out of country. Just could be somewhere simple, somewhere that you could call your little getaway. But yeah, just the many little adventures I had. Miss that spot sometimes. As for some of the other places I've been to, there's a good little cabin spot up in California. I used to go up there to visit friends, work, as well as do a little bit of snowboarding. It was a nice little comfy spot. The snow wasn't that great. Felt more like concrete than anything, but I mean, you work with what you have in terms of snow. Alright, you little shits. Gotta cut that crap out. It was a nice little place. I really enjoyed the cabins that they had up there. Nice and simple. Couple of bedrooms, a kitchen. Nice little spot to hang out and warm up after a whole day of snowboarding. Not to mention how many times I actually fell on my ass due to how many ice patches there were in that place. Because, yeah, unlike the more... how should I put this? Unlike the more just actual powder that some of the other states have, this snow, like I said, you work with what you got, but even then, that snow was... it was tough. It was tough to ride on. But at least the resort was pretty nice. Now... oh yeah, I remember this. So, back when I was checking that place out for the first time, I was trying it out, rented a board up there, and was going down a couple of the slopes. Seeing how I already knew how to, I was going on the more medium to high type of slopes. Now, this incident happened when I was there with some of my buddies, and oh man, it was quite embarrassing, but at least it made for a great story. So, I'm coming down the slopes, right? Everything is more or less working. It's not the best slope I've been on, but it was good enough. But as I was coming down, right, I was getting close to the bottom. And I was going at a decent speed, but I had to start slowing down because I saw this little group of like 4 or 5-year-olds, like a very small, like pee-wee type of group that were just learning how to snowboard as well. And as I was approaching, I caught a huge patch of ice. Like the front of my board clipped. And physics doing what physics does best, I started to fly forward and just bam. Face first. Just full face plant down onto the snow. And to make matters worse, I am slowly still sliding down, passing all these small children. Now at first, I thought nothing of it. I'm like, alright. I got clipped, I fell, nothing too much. But what happened next really hurt, at least in terms of my pride. This little girl who's learning how to snowboard, she pulls up next to me, and I gotta say, she was adorable when she did this. She asked me if I was doing alright. And with my face still firmly into the snow, I just decided to give her a thumbs up, letting her know that everything was fine. I didn't want to scare her, you know, because landing face first, you don't know how your face is going to look. You don't know if it's bleeding or not, so you'd rather not traumatize the child. So I wanted to avoid doing that. So I just gave her the thumbs up instead. And then her concern and everything just said, okay, well... It was like, just be careful. And then she continued on. After that, got up, dusted myself off, checked my reflection in my goggles just to make sure I wasn't bleeding anywhere. And after that, I simply just took off my board and I walked the rest of the way down. My buddy, who was coming down a different slope, he came up and he looked at me, he goes, "Hey man, are you alright? You look a little beat up." And I said, "Well, I just clipped some ice and I fell face forward." And he goes, "You okay?" I'm like, physically I'm fine. Emotionally, not so much. And he goes, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "I need a drink. Because I just got pitied by a 4-year-old. And being the most supporting mate that he is, starts laughing at me because of that. So yes, your captain got pitied by a 4-year-old for clipping and falling face first with his snowboard. I get she was trying to be nice, and her parents did a really good job parenting that one, but man, did that hurt my pride. Let me tell you, it hurt my pride. Now let's free ourselves some moths. Alright, we got a few. Now let's see about finding a few more. But yeah. Just the most... oh man. That was one of the most embarrassing moments I've ever had. Okay, that thing's still pulsating. I don't trust that. And I can't kill it. Real shame of that. Is it just me or those bugs look like a bunch of bare asses? But yeah, after that, after I got pitied, went to the bar that they had over there, ate and drank away my sorrows. And yeah, after that I hit the slopes a few more times. Now with a little bit more of liquid encouragement running through my veins. I felt better about myself, but I also avoided that group as to not embarrass myself a second time. So, there's that little tidbit of history about me. Yep, we've already been there, so we gotta go up and around. Yep, right there. I mean, seriously, look at these bugs. Like, I know what they're trying to go for, but they look like a bunch of little pulsing asses, don't they? I mean, it's no wonder that they blow up in big clouds of gas. I'm just saying. Yeah, good times. And we found ourselves a little extra health. We're getting stronger and stronger. But yes, that was quite the predicament. Afterwards, though, my buddy actually brought out his PlayStation 4, and we managed to... hang on. Oh, that's good. We managed to play some games while we were there. I made ourselves some hot cocoa with a little bit of alcohol. Just a little bit. Well, that worked out. And that was without a single drop of rum. back, you heathens. Only the many, many adventures I've had as I was growing. Whew. This is getting serious. As for my shotgun rounds, I'm gonna have to swap those out for a moment. Actually, hold up. Do these two share... Okay, different rounds. They looked similar out of the corner of my eye. Okay, nothing more. Alright. Yes, more moths. More. Alright. Now we've just got one more set that we have to find. Making progress. Yeah. It was, I really do enjoy snowboarding. Granted, I'm not the best at it. Or, in that story's case, I don't have the best luck either. But it's still something that I do enjoy. And especially for other people who would want to try it out, or just hobbies in general. Don't necessarily have to be good at something. You just gotta enjoy it. And sometimes it makes for some fantastic stories too. Okay. Now we need plan of action here. This'll work. Get right here. We could do some sniping as well. Maybe not the best move, but it works. There they are. Fast little buggers, aren't you? We're really gonna have to beef up our guns here. In more ways than one. Close one of that. Oh, jeez. Okay, good. That's the last of them. Whew. Alright, let's see if we can make this work. Yep. Whoop. There we go. Problem solved. Getting low on ammo though, but I'm not worried. Hey, look at that. We smashed a couple of things, and boom, suddenly ammo. Ah, yes. Gonna need some dynamite for that hotness. Ooh, shiny. There we go. We need more moths. Yes, we do. Go back to the main gate. Oh, so we're actually done here? Oh, if that's the case, first things first. Need to replenish my ammo. Let's grab a few more of these, yeah? Alright, what do we got? Well, we got some fish. We can give them away. Oh yeah, we also did manage to find the pool table on our first little episode. Just out there in the wilderness. Not on a ship, not in a home, just out there in the wilderness. Skywolf's flag. There we are. I wonder if that has any actual significance. Decoration for the fathership, okay. We can put those away as well. Alright, now, in terms of ammo, how are we looking? Still got plenty. Oh, giving us ammo and health. You know what's probably going to happen next, and so do I. Alright. Now look at that. Moths are moving that. These are some strong buggers. Oh. Oh, it's our grandfather. Look at that. He's alive and well. Who's there? Falcons again? Haven't you had enough blood? Get out of here. Grandpa, it's Ava. Ava? Why aren't you in the capital? How about you open the gate and I'll explain everything. And you can tell me what happened here. Curses. It's stuck. Listen, Ava. You have to leave. It's too dangerous here. There's monsters on the island. You don't have to worry about that. We've taken care of them all. Yeah, I saw a few. They were eating moths. You don't understand. It's gigantic. Hey? Oh, our vision is becoming blurry. What's happening? Let's go! Boss fight! Boss fight! Just heal real quick. Here, eat this. Oh, changing up your patterns, are we? It's that damn clicking again. Oh, we killed it. Alright, now let's harvest its organs and innards. There's no more enemies here. This island can now be considered defended. mean, we're a one-person wrecking crew. Let me just help. Carry flag. No, keep the flag there. But I'll take that. Well, good news. We saved the island, and now they got a huge food source. How about that? Heavens, Ava. Are you alright? Did the monster get you? I'm alright. Which is more than I can say for a moth nest. What happened here? First the falcons showed up on the island, then the monster attacked. I've never seen beasts like that. Before we tried to shoot them, but it did nothing. We somehow managed to close the gate when the huge monster destroyed the ships at the dock. We were trapped. So many died. It seems these were the creatures the refugees from the desert islands warned us about. But what are you doing here? I was expecting the new marshal, not my granddaughter. Well, Grandpa, you see, I'm Espia's new marshal. You're killing your grandfather here, with all this stress. What? You're going to give this old man a heart attack. Why didn't you take up baking or sewing instead? After being in the military academy, you really think that's the trajectory one would go to? Interesting. I'm better with a gun than a needle. Can confirm. And the monster corpse outside the gate proves it. Also, yeah, evidence. Bam, right there. Huge monster, dead. I see the sky whale protects you. Does Richard know you're back? Wait, don't answer that. I'm sure he's off somewhere again. As if the problems with the falcons weren't enough, now there's monsters too. How am I supposed to explain this to Shanti? You mean Chantel Gracehaven? She's here? I need to introduce myself to our governor. She flew to Turtletown right before the falcons showed up. She should be back any day now. Needle. Oh! Ooh, look at that! For everyone else that joined, we got ourselves another ship. Let's see here. Fuel capacity, maximum speed, fast and agile. That's what I like to hear. Reliable choice, fast and agile. Nice. We're really starting to expand our resources now. Ooh. Ooh. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. What's this one do? Hail. A powerful burst of a long range ammo. It hits hard, but suffers from sluggishness. Reload time 10 seconds. But its power is big. Oh, right. And of course a minigun. For maximum pleasure. And that's gonna go right into the front. Ooh, I am so excited to test that out. Let's take a look, see. Well, they do have a whole bunch of moths around here. Love that. Carry that back to the ship. And we finally got a shop that deals in gold. So how about we treat ourselves? Sound good? Gideon, you, good sir, have one heck of a stylish beard. I must applaud you for that. That is a killer beard. Welcome to my shop. Ha! I've got unique wares that you will never find anywhere else. Oh? Go on. However, I only accept gold coins as payment. The ones that were used as currency in the old Aspel. Meh. I mean, say less, my guy. I've got plenty of those for you. Ooh. Golden revolver, rocket launcher. Triple rifle. Hurricane minigun. Ooh, what are we feeling like? Let me see some consumables. Oh, he's even got those. Well, if we're going to be encountering any more bosses, we're going to need something that's going to pack a punch. And I'm thinking a rocket launcher could be useful for us. So, yeah. We're going to go with the boom boom. Perfect. It doesn't share the same pistol ammo, though. Then we have the triple rifle. Still, not bad. And of course, there is also a minigun. You know, we'll also take the golden revolver. A sky captain also needs to have a stylish piece at his side. On top of just having a huge armory of things that go absolutely crazy. You gotta look good. Especially when you're executing mutineers. You need to have a good looking pistol. Alright, what do you have for me here? As much as I like to... I need that scrap. Actually, do they have a spot for our... Doesn't look like it. What do you carry? Alright, more ship supplies. How about you? Furniture. Very, very interesting. Oh. Here's a reward. Ooh. Appreciate that. Thank you. Such a nice little village. I mean, it's seen better days, but still a nice little village. Ooh, the bar. I'm just gonna yoink that. Any other shinies around here? You know, since I saved all of you, it's only fair that I go loot everything in sight. Because you can't just be saving people on just happy thoughts. You gotta get paid. Now let's see. This spot became open. So now... let us take a look. Oh. Oh, so they're the little larvas here too. Oh, aren't they just looking all nice and sweet? Okay, dynamite. Equipment. Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. Let's equip this bad boy. And the pistol. I'm excited to see what these can do. Gonna need dynamite though. Unfortunately, we don't have any, and neither do any of the shops. But hey, we got some more equipment, and I'll take that. I will gladly take that. Let's see here. Do we have anything else on this island aside from this? Nope. Oh, that's good to hear. These little green spots. Alright. Well, back to the fathership we go. Eldens, death, pirates, poisonous clawed monsters. What's next? The apocalypse? You really shouldn't tempt fate like that. Just saying. I think I'll talk to Peter later. We just need to have a little rest first. Agreed. But seriously, don't go putting a flag like that. Jeez. Oh. I'm sure that's absolutely nothing to worry about. Not at all. Luma, tell me, couldn't I dream about something nice? The return of my dad or a new ship? Or a cake, at least? But the cake is a lie though, Ava. You know this. Damn, my head still feels heavy. Would have been better off not going to bed. Poor sleeping posture. Nah, I can relate to that. Oh, it's our favorite assistant. There's a letter for you from the moth nest. Monster attack again? No, calm down. Oswald says Shanto Gracehaven is back. He also says you should hurry if you want to catch her. Do you know anything about her? She was appointed head of the Council of Factions about 9 years ago. They say she somehow made her esteemed father mad and ended up here. Okay, didn't really need to know that last part, but sure. I can understand him. Usnians think Aspia is a real hole. She got to rule a whole colony? Aristocrats sure have a strange understanding of punishment. Shanti does almost none of the duties of a leader. Seems like she's a decoration of a council, not the head of it. Marshal Eldon did more for Aspia in a month than she did in a year. I mean, I'd rather find out for myself. But thanks for your input, Peter. Really glad you're here. Okay, I understand. I will try to get her to tell me about the ships. I mean, aristocrats always have some form of resources, so I won't just say she's just a piece. Everyone's got their use. Oh. I don't have anything to upgrade these, unless what they're talking about is... Wrong button. I may or may not have did an oopsie. Oh, that's right. I also wanted to change out... There we go. Things are starting to look up for us. Now, let's see. Okay, durability, fuel capacity, slots. Definitely need the durability. Because as much as I like that we have a speedy one, if we're going to be going up against that behemoth, not our ship, but the behemoth of a ship that's going to be in one of our side missions, I'd rather have as much durability as possible. No. Need to take a look, see how's our fuel looking. About half. Let's top you off real quick. Then we're gonna grab some fuel here. All about that preparation. Adventure is all well and good, but your ship's not gonna survive on just piss and moonshine. Now, let's take a look. We got plenty of treasure to go through. So let's see what we got. Sunset Flame. That sounds fun. Let's see what this little one does. Sunset Flame. After killing an enemy, A crystal briefly increases damage but reduces chance of... Oh. Never mind. Huh. AR buttstock. Very nice. Oh, this bad boy is slowly becoming my favorite weapon of all time. Let's keep it going. Shotgun sight. Well, let's see what it does. Fire rate, fire range. Nope, the one I found is still way better. Put one right there. And we'll take this one. And now we got a magazine. Fire range. You know what? I'll take that. Gonna be good for a bit more of those mid-range to close quarter combat. And this one. Some for the SMG as well. Reload fire, critical hit chance goes down. Alright, we'll just keep that default for now. Critical hits are definitely important for me. AR sight. Let's see if it's better than the other one that I currently have. Damage range. Alright, I'll take that. And they're color coded, so... AR's gained all kinds of love today. That is an interesting modification. Huh. Wait, I can upgrade the grapple? Really? Ah, hook damage. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's modify... Let's upgrade this bad boy. So I need my armory to be at level 2, so I can go even higher. And that looks to be about all of our treasures so far. Not bad, not bad. Definitely moving up. Let's go ahead and save. Just be on the safe side. As for that, well... So we could go meet them. Then there's also First Flight that we could go up against. Let's see what we can do around here real quick. And then we'll save the big fights for another day, yeah? Allows you to recycle more materials. Let's see. Is there anything else I can actually upgrade? Okay, so all the blue goes right for my ship. But my equipment, on the other hand, can be upgraded still. These are some pretty nice weapons. Wonder if I can actually sell some of these. Ooh, that's right. We gotta go visit our favorite professor. Ooh, 14. Let's upgrade. Go to Equipment tab on your tablet to activate. What we got? Shock Storm. Prototype that generates a lightning bolt that stuns enemies in the area. Note, do not aim it at yourself. You know, the more you say don't do it, I kind of want to do it. Let's see. Pyro Station requires level 4. Oh, we're also going to upgrade our little shield too. Maximum level. Oh yeah. Maximum protection. No. Alright. Well. Got a pretty good amount. Ron, I saw smoke coming from the lab. Are you alright? Oh yeah, side note for anyone that doesn't know what has happened. So, this brilliant scientist developed a machine using these crystals to swap bodies with the gorilla. To say the least, yes, mission accomplished. But, now he can't change back unless we give him enough of these crystals. But luckily, he's given us some very fun toys to play with. Ron. No. Do you know how hard it is to be in the body of an ape? No one takes me seriously. I mean, neither would I. I can't solder microcircuits. I mean, that's solder, but we'll just keep it at that. I can't solder microcircuits. There's always fur in my food. And if you only knew how sick I am of fleas. Ron, how come you don't do your research in Scientown? As if. I can't set foot in there. Oh yeah, I forgot to put on my posh accent for this one. Excuse me for a moment. Alright, let's try this again. As if. I can't set foot in there. Those narrow-minded dung beetles couldn't see a great discovery if it bit them on the behind. So, you were banished? I left of my own accord. My ideas were too dangerous for them, you see. Gee, whatever gave them that impression? You got stuck in an ape's body. If I were you, I would ask for help. It's a good thing you're not me. Yep, so that's our brilliant slash mad scientist. But, I mean, hey, he kind of proved all those people at the academy wrong. Didn't see why he wanted to swap bodies with an animal, though. As for everything else that we have, got some blue ore and everything. Asteroid C. I don't have any of those. But I'll keep on finding ore. Should be some around here somewhere. But I think that's enough, at least for today. Now let me just go ahead and take care of this real quick. Oh no. The camera's out again. Wait one. Wait one. I can fix this. So that's gonna be something. Ah, there we go. Strange how that happens sometimes. So sorry about that. Didn't really notice until it actually got offline. Think I should start looking into a different camera. Actually, give me a second. Let's see. Well, it's definitely not overheating. That's for damn sure. So, probably something else. Probably the programming is just conflicting with it. But yeah, things are really starting to ramp up with this game. First we're dealing with pirates, now we got monsters. And we have a huge battle ahead of us in terms of that big ship. So hopefully we survive. Or we die trying. But hey, nothing ventured, nothing gained, am I right? And with all those new toys on our ship, I think the odds are in our favor for the most part. As long as I keep the ship steady and out of danger. Maybe. But other than that, as for when to be tuning in next time, the schedule will remain more or less the same. The next time will be same time on Tuesday. Unless otherwise on my Discord or on Twitter, the schedule will more or less stay the same. But do expect changes in the week. So, I do hope that you all enjoyed your time aboard today. Hope you enjoyed the little adventure that we have had. And, I should probably put the music back on too. There we go. Thought it was something that was missing. But I appreciate everyone who has come aboard, who are both returning as well as new crewmates. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll be seeing each other again real soon. And until next time, fair winds and calm seas on your journey. And I hope all of you have an absolutely wonderful weekend. And until then, this is your captain, flying out.